You do not need intense chords to make a good sounding beat. You can literally make a good beat only using two chords, this chord and this chord. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a bedroom pop beat. Personally, when I listen to bedroom pop beats, I think they're very authentic. They're down to earth. It's literally like you made them in your bedroom studio. You don't need anything fancy, but they still have a really good groove to them. And that's why I'm excited to make this video. So let's dive into FL Studio and get started with making this beat. Okay, I'm gonna look for a very real sounding instrument. I'm gonna go with the vintage keys here, a preset that I really love. It's like this warm feeling. It's this electric piano sound. And we're just gonna come up with two really basic chords to use. Next, we're gonna wanna figure out some other stuff to add to it. I'm gonna start with a really simple bass line following the low end of those chords. Now that we have that, let's figure out some drums to add to this beat. I want to figure out some live sounding drums, but also can be kind of a little retro sounding. Let's open up Battery 4 and see what we can find. I like this drum sound. Just a kick and a snare is all we're looking for right now. We're going to keep it super simple now. Just kick on every first and third beat. Snare drum on every second and fourth. And we want, like every other hi-hat, to just be a little bit quieter. Okay, so I think I'm going to try to pitch it up or down a couple different semitones just to give it a different feel, see if it can spark something a little bit more creative for this beat. And maybe what we'll do is we'll kind of extend these chords a little bit, make them twice as long. Next, I want to load up Arcade. I'm going to look for some type of pad or some type of ambient sound to add over top these chords, just to give it a, fill in the space a little bit, you know, make it sound even more dreamy, and just add these kind of texture layers that are going to take your beat to that next level. Just one note is literally all you need with this VST. It's crazy. Okay, now I want to look for some more real sounding instruments just to give that humanistic feel to this beat. I'm going to look for a guitar, kind of like a palm muted type of sound, and just similar to that pad sound, just add it playing over top. It can be the same note, just playing it over top of these chords. Let's add a bunch of reverb onto these ones too. Now what I want to do is kind of build onto that guitar that I just added. Maybe add some more guitars playing a certain type of melody or something. Let's load up Omnisphere. There's a really good guitar preset I like here called, it's one of these jazz guitar ones. They sound really good in your beats. Last thing we want to do, I want to just add some other type of cute style synth just to fill it up a little bit. I have this idea for a melody in my head and I just want to go and figure out how to play it. I just want to look for a little type of bell sound. So there we have it. That's two chords. Literally made this 8-bar structure. Yeah, it's kind of repetitive, but we can avoid, you know, if this were a full song, we could avoid it sounding too repetitive by taking away certain elements and adding them back into the chorus section. I'll show you what I mean. And there we have it. There's the full beat that I made literally using two chords. Like I said, with this genre, you don't need to make it, you know, super complex. I know some people talk a lot about 7th chords and 9th chords and all this fancy stuff when it comes to indie rock beats. But I think if you're making an indie rock or a bedroom type beat, it's just important to have a good groove to it. And with my beats, I always try and make them approachable by all artists who want to use it. So if you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to post videos every single week now, so if you want to see more content like this, tune back next week and I'll have a new one for you guys. See you in the next one.